Previously, I had set out a video clip illustrating how to set up in C Sharp a Black Scholes call. So I downloaded code from Fabrice and Stephen Heston's book, and I used the code to put into Visual Studio. So an example here would have been this implementation here, where basically we were looking at first of all setting out parameter values for Black Scholes, then setting out how to write to the console, the 5 places, decimal places, degree of accuracy, set up the normal cumulative probability, and then estimate D1, D2, extract ND1, ND2 from the function, the preceding function, and then just debugging or running the code. So with those parameter values, Black Scholes is 1045, and that's correct. I've checked it a few times. Now, the Visual Studio is just available in generally a Windows environment, and those working with Mac, you may wish to check some C Sharp code. Xcode doesn't support C Sharp code, but there is an IDE, Xamarin. We'll have a look at that, and we could take code. So maybe I'll copy and paste the code that we have. So the last video I put up here, C Sharp console application for Black Scholes. We come here a moment, and then underneath we have a link to the OneDrive. So click on that, and I just pick up the code from there and then paste it into Xamarin. Okay, so let's open this file up and let's copy. Okay, let's try that again by downloading. And I'll pause for a second, and I'll open that file up. And pause for a second. Okay, and copy this code, Black Scholes call, and copy, and copy, and then open up Xamarin, which is a IDE that can be used in on a Mac or a MacBook Pro. It's compatible with Macintosh, and it's now owned by Microsoft. But what it allows us here is to write C Sharp code and set it up in a Macintosh, which can be useful. So we'll say other NES. We're not using a Mac, we're not using iOS here, we're using a NES environment, console application next. The project name will be Black Scholes. We'll call it 2, perhaps. Create. And then we could try run this existing project, Hello World, see what happens. And we get Hello World in the console output. Okay, so let's close that down. And now let's change our code to what we had originally. So I'll remove this code here, namespace, and copy in the code I just pasted So paste. Okay, and doesn't seem to be any issues. Okay, so let's debug. And we should get a result of 1045 if our results are consistent before. Okay, we get a result of 1045. So that's consistent with the parameter inputs that we have here that we verified before. The code is as before, and it's a nice IDE to check and run code in a Mac environment, which can be useful, because normally C Sharp is not supported in Xcode.